Well, we are back, and it is time to see which other Terran will be going up to Codes.
Yeah. And right now, Rain, you know, I think out of all the players that have slowly becoming more and more, I know it's a little bit harsh to say, a little bit more and more disappointing with each season.
Yeah.
Rain is definitely the guy. You know, when he was winning with all those Marine SCV rushes, I didn't have a problem with that. You know, against it feels like, well, this does work. I can understand the one-base play, but I think what we can conclude from Rain thus far is that his ability to balance an economy, especially after the third base, is tough to defend. He almost never even gets to a third base.
Yes, that's true.
That's a very bad sign.
Well, that's why he got flamed so much that season he made to the finals. He's going to have to prove us wrong, though, Tasteless. StarCraft is a macro game at the top levels, whether you like it or not.
Yep. You got to have the macro play. You got to have some sneaky stuff in there, too.
That's right.
Got to have a good toolkit if you're going to go in and come out with a win. Head-to-head, Rain against OGS Hyperdub. This is our final match for day number 3. Only one of these players is going to go on to Codes. Let's find out who that's going to be. Over here in the red, also the name of a Korean K-pop star.
DSL Lane.
It's the name of a weather condition.
Yeah. And now to the south, we have one of the guys that makes for some of the most interesting Terran versus Terrans out there. He is
OGS Hyperdub.
I have an honest question for you, Tasteless.
Oh yeah, please go ahead.
The map is Terminus Re. This
Yes.
is a platform in space.
Yes.
You said he's to the south. Is that actually accurate?
Oh my God, you just blew my brain. That is actually crazy. How do we even know what cardinal direction is? Oh my God. I'm going to say at the bottom of the map from here on out. That's a space platform.
Yeah. Well, of course, on a map that is in the forest. Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
South is fine.
It's fine, yeah, but it's different on a space platform. I mean, you can make your little Boy Scout compass. Doesn't mean it's going to be accurate. You can have that little tub of water or whatever and that little thing in there pointed north.
Paperclip floating on
whatever.
something. You like rubbed it with some wool for some reason, and it's a compass. But actually, the sun is like above and behind you because you're in the Corpu sector.
Yeah.
That thing just starts spinning. Forget that, Tasteless. I don't want one of those compasses. I have to carry that out in the woods with me. I'm going to sweat so much I'm going to have to drink that water. Then where's my compass going to be?
Were you ever actually in Boy Scouts?
No.
I was actually in Boy Scouts. I remember never actually going up in ranks, but spending time burning stuff during campouts until eventually they took my lighter away and I quit. Like, you have to learn how to make a fire conventionally. And I'm like, no, man, this is the 21st century, and I have a lighter, and I'm going to burn this moss. I did, man. They like took my lighter away. I'm like, well, this is pointless. I'm going to go back home and play Warcraft 2.
It was a good life decision, Tasteless.
Yeah,
Look
I made
where
the
you
right
are now.
choice. Yeah.
You'd either, well, you'd probably be in Korea either way. You'd be stationed here
Probably.
with the Army from being in the Boy Scouts, or,
No, God.
or you'd be a StarCraft commentator.
No, the Boy Scouts thing was a short life thing for me as a young nub.
Well, we see Hyperdub has made a command center before his gas, so a very, 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 very fast expansion, whereas Rain getting a factory and a second gas scouting here. Scouting all over the place. Will he make perhaps a starport?
Dare he?
Might he?
He's going to do something devious. He's a
think so.
sneaky snake.
He is a sneaky snake. And I think we might see Blue Flame Hellion drop. If I had to giggly guess, it would be a Blue Flame Hellion drop. Notice the factory.
The thing about Blue Flame Hellion drops is that they always do a good amount of damage.
And that's funny because when they first started happening, they did nothing. Like every time someone tried it,
people were always terrible.
they were
at
like,
doing
I
it.
don't know how to use Hellions. And they like attack movements, attacking deep. It was like, kill the SCV's Hellion! And they figured out they had to actually micro it.
Yeah, you got.
And now they kill stuff left and right, up and down, forward and backwards, under, above, hidden in the cupboard.
In the
It
middle.
doesn't matter. No, not in the middle. What? What?
It's like you say all these directions, but the one I said was absurd.
All right. So.
Oh, he's getting a second barracks, too. And you know what's funny about what Rain's doing? He's not going to proxy the starport like we thought. This is a trader depot. It must be destroyed.
I just be killed then his supply went in the red. He's like, what did I do?
Bummer.
Well,
you ever notice on this map, there's always red lights going off. So somebody is under alert constantly. You guys will see it. On all the edges of the map, just red lights going, woo, 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 woo.
yeah, they should really turn this off.
This is not a drill. Hyperdub is on the map.
Rain getting scanned there.
Research.
Should pretty much know what's going on.
Going here
Hyperdub
past.
is actually already preparing for a drop and has a wall in at the front. Hellions breaking through those supply depots? I think not. Siege Tank is on the way. Viking is on the way. Poor Rain Man. And I don't mean Rain Man, I mean Rain.
Yeah, he's
Poor
not
guy.
Rain Man.
No.
He's not like 150 paper clips in the cup. It's like, no, he's like good at StarCraft.
Wow, that would be so useful. 7 Vikings in the flower.
Oh my God. Here comes the drop.
And actually, he managed to drop the only place that Hyperdub wasn't looking. But a Siege Tank is out, Tasteless.
The Siege Tank is what's strong against these Hellions.
A Siege Tank holds no quarter against the Blue Flame Hellions. A second Siege Tank. SCVs lining up. Please kill us, they say.
Oh!
Oh! Sick! A lot of SCVs going down. Hyperdub down to 24. And he has 2 command centers, by the way. So that's a huge amount dead against 28 of TSL Rain.
I'm still cracking up about that Rain Man joke you said. We have Banshee out now.
He's getting Cloak as well. Good follow-up. A very common follow-up as well.
Very rarely does Artemis make me laugh so hard that I've actually lost complete control of myself. The Viking is more so for scouting right now as Hyperdub is trying to figure out what is the next step here.
Rain.
Can you land on that platform?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think
That'd
it's
be actually so cool. I'd put a stalker down there. The medevac would come and you'd get all scared and turn around for a second and be like, oh, it's one stalker and then fly back. But by then I've noticed and I've reacted.
Be a lonely stalker.
Well, aren't all stalkers lonely by definition?
I don't know.
Why else would they be stalking? All right, so Rain is going to go ahead and expand. Hyperdub's expand is already up. And in fact, Hyperdub's already in the SCV lead again, 33 to 32. Let's see. No missile turrets. Let's see if he has any scans. Hyperdub does have 1 scan, but against 2 Cloak Banshees coming in, that's not going to be enough. In fact, he just used the mule. He's in trouble, Tasteless! A lot of SCVs look like they are going to go down. Rain's starting the SCV massacre at the expansion as well. There are 5 mules in there.
This is a lot of SCVs and mules that are going to be killed off. And there's really nowhere safe for SCVs to be.
Oh man, Rain needs to manage these more. He's targeting Marines and an engineering bay. If he was targeting SCVs, he would get so far ahead.
As far as unit count goes, looks like Rain is actually at 35 SCVs to Hyperdub's 20, 19, 18. It's lower and lower. He's at 16 now.
Hyperdub
15.
is dying, Tasteless.
Hyperdub is hyper dead. Wow, wow, wow. And he's going to be chased out
21 kills on that, and that Banshee, 14 on the other. Both multiples of 7.
Wow. And a Raven finally comes out. Sorry, guys, I slept in. What?
I'm just saying, I'm going to analyze everything.
Everything.
Like, give you number facts going in. Like,
well, this is nearly impossible to recover from, but you never know. I mean, these guys are very good.
Siege Tanks set up a little contain on Hyperdub. Hyperdub just being torn apart here, Tasteless. This is not a pretty sight. And that Raven, 15 health left.
This
5 hit points left on that Raven.
Actually, you know, oddly enough, Rain I don't know if he should just be kind of throwing his weight around like this.
You know, if he had gotten that Raven, I feel like that would have been much more worth it. But still,
Well,
he's at 42 SCVs against 23. Can you really go wrong?
No,
Tasteless.
not really. How many numbered locations are there on this map?
48.
I really want to know.
Oh, I'm serious. 48. I counted them up.
Get them all. That's what I do.
No idea. Here comes the next attack, Tasteless. There's no tanks. Looks like he's dead.
Well, this is just, raw strength. Hyperdub got steamrolled. A lot of this goes back to that Blue Flame Hellion drop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah.
got a lot there, and then... But the game wasn't over. He basically, kind of evened it up a little bit. He had a little bit more tech, and then he evened the SCV. So Rain got a little bit ahead with that. And then the Banshees came.
You know what I feel like you should do, actually? Now, this is me kind of going out on a limb here, but this is me theory crafting out loud, is I think if you get Blue Flame Hellion dropped and you take a little bit of damage, you should actually make additional barracks and just crank out a Raven, because Banshee rushing is so common.
Yeah,
after the
who
Blue Flame
doesn't
Hellion.
get a Banshee after Blue Flame Hellion
Yeah,
drops?
I mean, if I do a Blue Flame Hellion drop, I will get a Banshee because it makes sense. I've already softened the SCVs. A Banshee kills SCVs in 2 shots, and if I had a few Hellion shots off of that, that means I'm able to kill like 6 SCVs in 6 shots. So
you're completely right.
What you should do is actually get a Raven out as fast as humanly possible, get a bunch of barracks, and then start doing Ring King Prime style until you can transition to tanks. Boom! Solve the matchup.
You're right. You are actually completely right, Tasteless. Hyperdub did not play that as Tasteless would have, or he would have not died there. I'm not saying he would have won, but
The game would have gone on. That's what's important. All right, let's go on to game number 2 here at the GSL Up and Down Matches.